Hello and welcome back to the second instalment of Sleepy Man Reviews. On tonight's programme, we'll be reviewing the Caledonia Works Great Western Railway 4300 Mogul class in association with Steam Sound Supreme. So let's dive into a bit of history. Designed by George Jackson Churchward, the genesis of the 4300 class dates as far back as 1906, when Churchward fitted a standard No. 4 type boiler onto a successful 3100 class prairie tanks to create the 3150 class. These prairies showed themselves to be successful locomotives, leading into production of 40 more members at Swindon between 1907 and 1908. However, due to the heavier boilers compared to those on the 3100 class, they were limited to suburban passenger traffic. In order to replace older locomotive power on secondary duties, Churchward designed a tender version of his 3150 class in 1911. This new design was capable of handling a variety of intermediate duties. This design was a perfect blend of standard parts and the first of the 4300 moguls. Wait, that's not right! Moguls, with number 4301 rolling out of Swindon Works in June of 1911 as part of Lot 183. This class would wind up totaling 342 members, all built by Swindon Works, except for a batch of 35 built by Robin Stevenson and Co. The 4300 very quickly earned an excellent reputation in its ability to handle most types of traffic, from local stopping goods to mainline expresses. However, they weren't just at use on the home front, as during World War I, 11 members of the class were sent to France to serve in the Railway Operating Division, and their capabilities to handle the heavy goods work, as well as run up to 70 miles an hour with passengers, even subbing in for burnt out hauls, once proving them the ideal mixed traffic locomotive for the Great Western Railway's needs. Although useful, 100 of the first members of the class would find themselves withdrawn and recycled between 1936 and 1939 to form their replacements, the Grange class and the Manor class. The first 4300 to be withdrawn would be 4309 in 1936, and post-nationalisation these withdrawals would only pick up with the arrival of diesels. By the end of 1964, only 6 members were left on the roster, those being numbers 63, 67, 7318, 7320, 7327, 6364, and 6395. However, out of 342 classmates, only 2 and a distant cousin in the form of 9325 would survive into preservation. Number 5322 at the Didcot Railway Centre and 7325 at the Severn Valley Railway. So what do you get in this pack? Well, to keep it short, you get every single livery that the class would have worn during their working lives, both in and out of the country. These liveries included are as follows: DWR 1911 to 1914, ROD Black, ROD Khaki, DWR 1914 to 1923, DWR 1934 to 1942, DWR 1942 to 1945, Wartime Black, DWR 1945 to 1949, BR 1949 Traditional, BR Unlined Black, BR Lined Black, which is my favourite livery by the way, BR Brunswick, and lastly BR Unlined Brunswick Green. Alongside scripted decorations using the scenario editor, those include the locomotive's chimneys, safety valves, steam pipes, and the soul of the innocent. The cab has been beautifully modelled and recreated 1-to-1, with many animated parts and stunning features such as a 3D firebox and multiple camera views. Flick through and have a full 360-degree view of your locomotive in-game, alongside a plethora of lamps and headboards using the control 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons. Also, we have a simple and advanced mode using the control A key, where in advanced mode you'll have proper animated wheel slip, second valve, and properly animated steam chest, and animated reverse unlock. Also included is SimNation's new Locomotion V2.0 scripting, featuring a scripted water scoop which can be used on routes such as the Riviera Line of the 50s and the Willicombe Joint Fast Railway from Steam Sound Supreme. But while we're on the topic of water scoops, this also includes an overflow feature where if the tender is filled to the max, the water will start spewing out of the tender, and it looks quite funny to be fair. Lump firing simulation, carefully created simulation for realistic performance and boiler management, smoke particles that change depending on the season. Performance mode, Pro for less powerful PCs, which is a lovely feature by the way, I love that one. Gauge oscillation at speed, fire intensity, synchronized with the exhaust speed, as well as custom auto fire for the lazy bastards that can't be asked to manage their boiler, like lazy fuckers they are. Do the job properly and fire like a man, bitch. In addition to the scripting work, the modelling job done on the 4300 pack also lives up to the high standard of their products. But sadly, no wagons in this pack, but don't worry, Caledonia Works have got you covered, because they have also released a Great Western Wagon pack, which has quick drive ready consists with the 4300 for you to drive with. And of course, we can't go without speaking about the sound, which are absolutely amazing. Being recorded from reserved class member number 7325 from the Severn Valley Railway, and I've got to say, personally, these sounds are amazing. They've got the proper Great Western bark and they're quite beefy as well. Very well done, Steam Sound Supreme. I approve. Good job. One last important thing to note is not only is this locomotive in this pack quick drive ready, but it also comes with a few standard scenarios for your enjoyment. As someone who is now a proud member and owner of this pack, I highly believe that the sounds and modelling are excellent quality and are sure to capture the eyes of many Great Western fans like myself, or regular fans of Train Simulator Classic that might pick up this pack and enjoy the hell out of it, like I did. But I'm biased because I love the Great Western. With the hours of enjoyment by either messing around with it or driving it like you probably should, these are just many reasons why I believe that this pack, like many other Caledonia Works packs, is absolutely excellent and well worth the £20, or to be specific, £19.99 that this pack costs, which I think is an absolute steal. And it finally gives us a reason to retire our old digital traction models of the 4300 pack to our assets folder. And with that is all we have to say. So I'll just end off with this, as always, a good night and stay sleepy.